Let us continue the chapter Acid, Base and Salt, part 5 on page 79 and 80. We have been discussing about neutralization applications, that is application of acid-base neutralization. First point we studied soil testing. Okay, if it is base we have to add acid, thus it will be neutralized. In acidity of our stomach secrete hydrochloric acid. If over secretion of hydrochloric causes pain, thus we have to eat base, that is magnesium hydroxide. And in case of ant bite, what will happen? We get pain because of secretion of formic acid by the ant. So we have to neutralize that area by applying baking soda or calamine solution. The next one is tooth decay. After eating food, we go to bed, isn't it, without brushing. What will happen? Food will be stuck between the teeth. So because of this food struck, the bacteria, microorganism accumulate over the food or inside the teeth. This secretes acid. This acid is dangerous. It causes cavity hole in your teeth. That's what happen. Your tooth or teeth, they become decay and you will get toothache. So what will happen? Doctor prescribe base rich toothpaste. Thus, by using base rich toothpaste, our pain will be, that area will be neutralized. We will be get relief from the pain. If any acid fall on your body, you have to wash it, that area first. You have to wash that area with water. After washing, you have to apply weak alkalis, because acid is more that area, so it will be neutralized by applying base. So what base you will prefer? Baking soda, like this weak base you have to apply. In the same way, if it is burned due to alkali, some alkali fallen on your body, so what you have to apply? Weak acid like boric acid you have to apply. Thus the area will be neutralized. If it is acid burn, you apply base. If it is basic burn, you apply acid. Next application is treatment of sewage waste. From industry, waste product eliminate that waste contain acid, more acid. So if it is this sewage is not treated, what happened? It reaches to the water bodies like river, pond, etc. So at last what happen? All the organisms living in the water bodies will die. So what should be done? It has to be treated. That sewage waste, which is rich in acid, should be treated by applying alkali. Thus that waste will be neutralized, so it does not cause us any harm to the organisms. A very important neutralization reaction takes place in the digestive tract of human body. How? We are eating food. When it reaches stomach, our stomach secretes hydrochloric acid for digesting purpose. So after it is the digested food is eliminated from the stomach to intestine, what happened? This food will be neutralized by alkali. Where do you get this alkali? From the bile. Bile juice secrete the juice which is rich in alkali. Thus this food will be neutralized. Now we are going to learn common salt, that is table salt, sodium chloride, NaCl. This salt has one metal element and another non-metal element. For example, sodium chloride. Sodium is a metal, chlorine is a non-metal. Sodium carbonate. Sodium is a metal, carbonate group is non-metal group. Calcium chloride. Calcium is a metal, chlorine is a non-metal. Like that, salt is made up of two different components, that is one is metal, the other one is non-metals. Okay. Now question is, how will you prepare these salts? By neutralization method. Listen carefully, it is very easy trick. If you want to prepare sodium chloride salt, you have to take sodium base and a chlorine acid. Sodium hydroxide base and a chlorine means hydrochloric acid. If you want to prepare sodium sulfate salt, sodium base you take, sulfate acid. Sodium base means sodium hydroxide, sulfate base means sulfuric acid. Okay. And how will you prepare magnesium carbonate? Magnesium hydroxide take, and the carbonate means carbonic acid. So one acid and one base join to form salt. Now question is, what is hydrated salt? Hydrated salt is a salt containing water particles. For example, such type of salts are called water of crystallization. For example, copper sulfate salt. Along with the copper sulfate, 5 molecule of water will be present. CuSO4 dot 5 molecule of water. So to the CuSO4, water molecule is joined. So such a salt is called hydrated salt or water of crystallization. Now let us look on to some chemical name of common salt. Table salt chemical name is sodium chloride. Limestone or marble, both the chemical names are calcium carbonate, soda ash, anhydrous sodium carbonate, child saltpeter, sodium nitrate, green vitriol, hydrated ferrous sulfate, blue vitriol, hydrated copper sulfate. These hydrated salt, on heating, they remain colorless or they lose the water and form powdery like a substance. Such type of salts are called anhydrous salt. Why it is called anhydrous? Hydro means water, an means there is no more water. On heating such a hydrated salt, some of the water molecules are liberated, removed from the substance. Such salts are called anhydrous salt. And also they get back the color on adding water it again. To the anhydrous salt, you add a little water, it gained back its color, previous color. Then you get hydrated salt. For example, hydrated copper sulfate is blue in color. On heating, water will be removed from the hydrated salt, then it become white in color. This copper sulfate change into white color because water is not present. This white color copper sulfate is called anhydrous salt. Again, to this anhydrous white color copper sulfate, you add water, it change into again blue. So what is the blue color salt name? Hydrated copper salt, copper sulfate salt. Now you are going to study 3 types of salt: normal salt, basic salt and acidic salt. Normal salt is a salt in which no more hydrogen ion or hydroxyl ion is present. For example, NaCl. No OH is present, no hydrogen is present. Such a salt is called simple salt or normal salt. And in basic salt, between the metal and non-metal, there will be hydroxyl group. So such a salt is called basic salt. I will tell you one example. Between Al and a chlorine, there will be OH. AlOH Cl2. Actually AlCl3, normal salt, aluminum chloride. Now between this Al and Cl, one basic group is there, OH group is there. OH group is called basic group. So this salt is called basic salt. And this salt react with the acid because it shows basic behavior. And in next type of salt, acidic salt, between metal and non-metal, you will have one hydrogen ion. Okay. For example, sodium Na carbonate CO3, between that hydrogen group is there, NaHCO3. So hydrogen is present in between the metal and non-metal. Such a salt is called acidic salt. They show acidic behavior. On adding water, they will produce hydrogen ion. So they react with the base. Once again, I will tell you normal salts have only metal and non-metal. For example, Na2CO3. Na is a metal, carbonate is a non-metal. For basic salt, between metal and non-metal, one OH group will be there. Okay, AlOH Cl2. And in acidic salt, hydrogen will be there in between metal and non-metal. For example, KHCO3. Okay, between K and CO3, one hydrogen is there. So it is called acidic salt. Now we are going to see the uses of acid, bases and salt. You know, many acids, hydrochloric acid used in industry for printing and leather industry, acetic acid used for preserving food, citric acid is used in soft drinks, and also many bases, calcium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide. This aluminum hydroxide is used as foaming agent in fire extinguisher, and magnesium hydroxide used as antacid. Sodium hydroxide is used to prepare soaps, and potassium hydroxide is also used to prepare soaps. And uses of salt, we are using salt NaCl, no, we are using in food, and also it is used in preparing many other compounds. Some salt like quicklime and silica gel, it absorbs from the surrounding, and this powder change into liquid by absorbing the water from the surrounding. Such a nature of salt is called hydroscopic nature of the salt. What is hydroscopy? It is a tendency of the salt to absorb water from the surrounding. We can say it looks like a drying agent because keep the surrounding dry and it absorb the water from the surrounding.